Hello and welcome to another update video about Render. Yeah, Render continues to move in corrective patterns here. We had 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 3 waves up so far. That unfortunately doesn't give us a clear direction where Render is heading, especially as this movement has already started years ago. So it's a really trendless chart. It would have a chance to make its first 5-wave move in its history, right, in its lifetime. But it would need to break above $2.90. Okay, so we've got a support area here. Goes all the way down to 84 cents. So we've got 84 cents as support, $1.07. And then, yeah, it's already below the $1.80 level. That was support. It acted here as support. But we consider this as an ABC structure. It might get one more low here in the C wave. And then I think it might have a realistic chance actually turning around. It can turn already now. But it's way too early to confirm that. I mean, it's so far only a 3-wave move to the upside, as you can clearly see. So this might turn into a 5-wave move, but the problem that you've got here is what this is. So this looks very much like a 3-wave structure so far. The only way I could develop something bullish out of this is to say, okay, maybe it bottomed in a WXY structure. So it would have to be, instead of an A wave, it was a wave W, then an X wave and a Y wave. I'll highlight that in a different color, maybe blue, as a different, see, just a different wave count, yeah. And then if it bottomed in a wave W, X, Y structure, then it might already be on the way up in an impulse, but again, it needs 5 waves to confirm that. So this might be a small 1, this might be a small 2. No, 1 second. 1, then an A, B, C structure to the downside in a wave 2, and it now needs to stay above that wave 2 low, above the $1.29 level. Yeah? That's the make or break point for this movement. So it could now move up in, let's say, the blue wave count. Let's just keep it like that. So it can move up higher in the blue wave count as long as it's holding above the 1st of September low, which again is at $1.29, $1.30. As long as this level is holding, price can move higher in a 5-wave pattern. But this is basically one possibility that it bottomed here. But as long as it's only got 3 waves, we can't confirm that. So essentially what we want to see is 5 waves. Ideally above the last relevant swing high, which is here $1.78. And if we get 5 waves up, yeah, then we can look at developing a pullback zone or identifying a pullback zone for a wave 2, because this could be a wave 1 and the pullback could be the wave 2 then. So essentially what I'm highlighting is, yeah, I mean, it can always rally in a correction, right? But if we get a first impulse, then at least we have a confirmation that this wave 4 here might already have bottomed early in WXY structure and rallies a little earlier, which is fine because we're already in this larger support area. But again, so far, not really any clear signal that a low is in, other than maybe a break of the trend line, but that's really everything. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this downturn continues, but we start to track some potential 5-wave movements. Don't mistake this for, okay, this is... That was the dog. Don't mistake this for this 5-wave move will happen. It's essentially trying to find out what does the structure need to look like for me to identify a pullback zone afterwards for the subsequent pullback in order to enter if I wanted to trade this move to the upside. Because at the moment, this is just 3 waves. There's no way of saying where it will get rejected. Well, I guess the $1.80 level is a key level, yeah. We had support at this level before, here, resistance, yeah, and resistance again. So the $1.80 level is a key level to watch and also potentially a target for the 3rd wave, because if I'm measuring the Fibonacci extensions for a potential 3rd wave, then I'm getting, there you go, the 200% extension level. So this is the $1.78 level, so very close to that. So it's a key level to watch. Now again, until we get all 5 waves, this could simply be an ABC structure to the upside, okay? So nothing clear here at this stage, so I think just a little bit of waiting to get a clear understanding of, okay, is this now following through to the upside or not? all we've got so far is a break of the trend line. And I can tell you that as long as this wave 2 low is holding, this structure higher can develop, okay? But it's nothing that is in any way reliable, especially because the larger degree wave pattern isn't clear, okay? It's just sideways. I mean, it's just basically it's downward trending, actually, you could say. It's actually a downtrend because this made a new all-time low, and it's been moving up since June 22, but only in corrective, structures. So again, I don't like this chart. I mentioned that many times because you can't really identify anything clear here. I mean, what you see is it looks more like a downtrend than an uptrend, right? So especially this looks like a massive ascending broadening wedge, which typically breaks to the downside. So for me, that's not an attractive chart in a sense that it's trending and interesting for a trend trader. This is something for maybe a range trader, but then even you haven't got even a range clearly defined. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's not a very, you could say, desirable chart to me, but I'm clearly outlining what needs to happen for it to move higher. And based on the structures, we're watching for the 5-wave move up in blue. If it doesn't show, it will probably hit the $1.06 level next. That's my update about Render. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.